Hollywood, Buffalo, and the rest of the world. You've tuned in to the Mac City Morning Show. I am your host, Elliot Pierre, and we're going to start the show off the same way we start every show, with a moment of gratitude. I know you could be doing a million other things with your time, so the fact that you're spending it with us truly does mean the world to me. On that note, Tanner, hit him with the intro.
How's she cutting me, loves? You're listening to the Mac City Morning Show.
All right, and we're back. All right. Me and this young lady, we have lots of good conversations on and off camera, so anytime she comes to the set, I know it's going to be a good one. I don't introduce my guests, as you know. They do that themselves. So on that note, can you please tell people who you are and what you're about?
Hey guys, my name's Renee. Renee Manners. Some of you have seen me at comedy shows and things like that. I've been in Fort Mac for, I think like 14 years now.
Yeah.
I'm an artist. I'm a mom. I'm a comedian.
You're everything.
Entrepreneur, I guess.
There you go.
Yep.
So I just want to get into the conversation. Last time we were hanging out, and we won't drop your client's name, but you were doing some painting in a house.
Yep.
Like, so I know you as a painter. I know you paint and you do like drawings on windows and stuff during the Christmas break and Halloween and stuff, but you were like legit painting a home for somebody.
Yep. It's a skill that my mom gave to me when I was a little girl. So my mom was a single mom, and I would come with her to work, just like my son does with me.
Yeah.
And she started me really young, like 3, 4, painting the insides of closets.
Okay.
At like, I remember she got a contract for an old folks home.
Yeah.
And we were there for months, and I would like hang out with all the old people, and she would she taught me how to paint when I was really young. So it's a skill that I've been able to fall back on when I need to.
Right.
So, you know, obviously with everything that went down, I lost my sources of income. So it's been something that I've been able to fall back on for.
And you're like talented at it too. Like, and the house that we were in, which was mind blowing to me, like had huge, like it was high. Like I was just like, how the hell are you getting up there to paint all of these corners? Like it was amazing.
I did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a ladder.
Well,
it's a crazy invention.
I know, but still.
It was freaky, but you just adapt and you get it done.
Yeah. So you were happy with the end product when it was all, I only saw it when it was probably
like halfway
done. So I haven't seen the finished product.
Still a little bit ways to go, like not totally finished, but it's an awesome opportunity for me because she wants to do a custom feature wall in her bedroom with, have you seen the fads online with all the, they take like the baseboards and put them in all different kind of directions on the walls and then paint it all flat? Have you seen that?
Oh, interesting.
I'll show you after.
Yeah.
So she wants to do that in her bedroom, and I've never done it before. So it gives me these opportunities. I always say get paid to learn.
That's right.
So it gives me opportunities to try things and be creative.
Yeah.
That I wouldn't normally do on my own. And
That's
I just
cool.
bought my very first power tool, which I'm really pumped about, everybody.
Oh, what kind of power tool?
I just got a nail gun.
Okay.
But I've wanted my own tools for a really long time. Like woodworking was my favorite subject in school, and I love to be creative and stuff. I've never been able to bite the bullet, and they're expensive, right? So
not cheap.
I need it for work.
There you go.
So I had to get it. So
it's a write-off.
It's
a write-off.
Right on.
There you go. I'm terrified of power tools personally.
Really?
They freak me out, just like guns in regards to like, there's consequences.
Yeah.
Consequences to your actions.
Yep.
I'm kind of flighty. So
you kind of just have to do it. I just cut down a tree in my backyard a couple days ago with a chainsaw, and I was like, send it. You just have to like.
You went for it.
You want the tree down, so you have to,
Yeah, I just find people to cut the tree down. But that's my thing. Find somebody.
I'm too independent, I guess.
Yeah. I don't suffer from that I don't know, issue or debilitation. I'm more than happy to ask people, even strangers, for help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'll just get it done right now. It did kick back. I hit the shed and it kicked back, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
But I'm like, the tree's down. We're fine. Everyone has their limbs.
Everybody lived.
Yeah.
Except for the tree.
The tree's down.
Well, you got some good firewood. It's summertime. Fort
Made
McMurray.
some room.
There you go.
Setting up the pool. So.
What kind of pool?
Just like an above ground.
A big pool?
Yeah, the biggest one you can get.
Wow.
I know.
Nice.
Yeah, I got it off Marketplace. They're $1,800 regular.
Mm-hmm.
I got it for $150.
What?
with a pump and a vacuum.
Wow.
I know the pump alone is $300. I always tell Mason, I'm like, let rich people buy it first.
Yeah.
We'll
100%.
We'll get it second.
Yeah. That's
it's
it.
just some like, I don't know, retired lady who just wanted to float around in the pool for the summer, and then her husband wanted his yard back.
Right.
So she's like, I don't know, is $150 good? I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. You're going to be popular.
Well, we've had it for a couple of years, but it's awesome because Mason's 9, right? So we moved the trampoline next to the pool, and they jump.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's convenient. It's awesome.
That's sweet. I thought you were talking about just like a little blow-up pool. That's what I got.
Yeah.
I have like one of those, you know when you're little, those plastic pools with like the little slide?
Yep.
Yeah, that's my speed.
No, we have a full, like I have like scaffolding set up so they can cannonball, and yeah, it's pretty awesome.
So party in your backyard is what you're saying.
Sure, yeah.
I'm inviting myself.
Anytime, Thickwood.
Nice.
Outdoor activities are allowed.
There we go. I like it. Yeah, hey, we can do that now.
Yep.
We can do that now. Now, the other thing that you brought up after we finished filming the last episode, was you're into martial arts.
Yes.
You might be going to martial arts tonight.
Yes.
Explain this to me.
In what regard?
What martial arts are you into?
I'm in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Okay.
And I love it. It's the best thing that's ever happened to me, and it totally changed my life.
Right.
And
what about your son?
Yeah, my son is in it as well, and I actually got rid of my master bedroom. I moved all my bedroom furniture downstairs and set up a gym in our bedroom so that we can do martial arts together in the house.
Okay.
It's awesome. I highly recommend everyone try it.
Why?
Because it's just such a incredible, it meets all my needs. So it's like it affects me spiritually, physically, and mentally. So it feels like you're meditating when you're rolling with someone. You have to be present. You have to focus. It's great exercise. It's quick. I don't know.
Yeah.
You just have to try it. And once you get into it, you're just and you're just constantly learning, constantly trying new things. You learn moves, and then when you accomplish them, you get that feeling of
accomplishment.
like a good golf swing. You're like,
yeah,
keep trying. It's just such an incredible sport. I'm so lucky I fell into it because I'm not normally an athlete.
Okay.
So just the idea that I'm even doing martial arts surprises me.
Right.
But yeah, it's awesome. We're back on, and I'm really excited about it.
So how did you stumble into this as a non-athlete? How do you fall into this one?
So here's a side note quick before I go into that. So there's actually, this is a huge deal for me, but I'm training to go compete in Vegas for the Worlds.
Wow.
Like if I'm good enough, if I can get good enough, I'm going to go and try and compete, which is just mind-blowing for me because that's not something that I would have ever seen myself, doing. But
that's cool.
I actually got into it. My friend Sean dragged me down to Bowman's for some kickboxing one night. Okay. And I was super intimidated because I'm not athletic, but I got into it after my mom passed away. I was trying to figure out how to deal with depression. I didn't know how to deal with depression, and because I'm not someone who exercises regularly, I didn't understand I wasn't at the time, I was always active. I played softball and I had a landscaping company, so I was active, but I didn't put the two together. Right. And so I started doing kickboxing that way, and it was a huge mental relief for depression.
Right.
And I regret this, but I remember watching the jiu-jitsu crew after our kickboxing classes, and they would be doing warm-ups, and I thought, man, those guys are nuts. Look at these crazy, doing all these wild crab walks and, kicking the crap out of each other, and all the women were super ripped.
Yeah.
And I was like, I could never do that. That looks way too hard. And then for 7 years, I watched. And then for my 35th birthday, I promised myself that I would do something that I was afraid of.
Right.
So I wasn't even wearing, I was wearing, sweatpants and a T-shirt, and, just, went and sat in the cage with the other people, and they were just kind of like, hey, do you want to roll? I'm like, what's that? Yeah. And then
boom.
I've been doing it for 2 years now, and I'm just starting to feel like I'm not, if I wear a jiu-jitsu T-shirt, I'm not a poser. I'm feeling like this is a reality in my life, and it's slowly taking over.
Yeah.
I make a big effort to attend class, and there's a lot of, you have to be really prepared. Like your stuff has to be clean. You have to be clean.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of effort to it, and
Yeah.
I'm proud of myself that I
That's cool.
make it work, because that's
Yeah.
not my nature. I'm not typically consistent.
Right. Oh, we all struggle with that one. Yeah, you're not the only person. There was Jason King was on the show. He was saying the same kind of. I think it's very interesting in regards to. He was saying the same thing when he first found out about it. He went to the parking lot.
Yeah.
And he just parked and looked, and he was scared to go in. And it took him a few times to actually like go in there. I don't know if it was quite 7 years, but
it's an intimidating thing, right? When you don't know what you're doing or anything about it, to just go in and be like, you feel at a place. And Jason's a fantastic guy. Him and I have rolled lots, and he's taught me so much and made me feel like confident and proud of trying. Like starting is the hardest thing.
That's right. So this is something like you just kind of dovetailed into the question for me. You can do this men versus women, women versus men, vice versa. How does that, like, because I have to be honest, I don't even know what this looks like. I've never even physically seen it.
Do you want to?
No, I definitely don't. The answer is no. So how, because like, there's a weight class difference there.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter if you have technique.
Really?
So the way that I describe it is it's like chess with your body. So there's defense and offense. Right. And so every offense has a defense and vice versa.
Yeah.
So you're just kind of constantly. Do you remember on the old cartoons where when the like animals would fight and it would just be like that ball of smoke and the arms would.
Correct.
It kind of feels like that, but it's more. So like the objective is to submit your opponent. So you submit through like a choke or a tap, like your arm. You can like. Like you can bend people's wrists, you can bend their ankles, their knees, their arms. Like there's all sorts of ways to get them to tap. So you want them to submit. You can restrict their airway or their blood. Like there's all different ways.
Yeah.
So it's basically then like a tussle of you're trying to get me in a position where you can submit me, and I'm trying to get you in a position where I can submit you. Right. So, and it's exhausting because you're pushing against their weight. So, like, it's common for me to roll with somebody that's 200 pounds and like 6 foot. Yeah. And even though they're bigger and stronger, my advantage is, like I'm lanky, so I can use my legs a lot. So I choke people with my legs a lot. So if a guy goes to like pick me up, I can just like use my legs and arm bar him like a little squirrel. Like that's right. Right. Yeah. So they could squish me, but only if I'm in the position. That's right. If I don't let them squish me. Yeah. So if I'm quicker and I can get into a position where I can get on their neck, then game over. Yeah. So it's really technique and experience. Wow. So like we have women. There's a friend of mine. She's a brown belt, and she's. She came in third in worlds in the whole world. What? Here in Fort Mac? No, not well. She's from Lacombe, I think. Okay. But in Vegas, so like everybody goes and. That's right. Yeah. So and she's one step before black belt, which is like the ultimate goal. But sometimes it can take like 10, 15 years. Yeah, of course.
You don't get to become a full black belt until you die.
Yeah, like it just keeps going.
What does that mean?
So in your belt system, you're rated stars throughout your belt, so you can be a 1, 2, or 3 star colored belt. Okay. And as a black belt, the highest star achievement you can reach is a 2-star black belt, and you get your 3rd star when you die.
What is that for jiu-jitsu? It's different. Or that might be taekwondo.
That's taekwondo.
Yeah, so jiu-jitsu is a little bit different, but you can just constantly like keep leveling up. But the sport is like constantly evolving, right? Right. So it's fascinating. And it's just it's like because you're thinking, what can I do here? So you have to be quick. Your body has to be quick. Your mind has to be quick, and you're in it's primal play essentially. So you are invoking your primitive nature in that sport, right? So that's why it's so addictive, and it's so like you want to do it. Yeah. Because you're doing what you would have done 500 years ago.
That's right. That's right.
It's really interesting.
Yeah. I hear a lot about it just because I watch Joe Rogan's podcast.
Yeah.
So he talks about it constantly. And then a few days ago, a week ago, whatever, he had Russell Peters on. And Russell Peters is a big...
Yep. And Jonah Hill does jujitsu. He talks about, like, it just changes your life in a positive way.
Yeah.
This is something that I've been waiting to have in my life for my whole life, like a healthy, athletic outlet that keeps me in shape, you know, and keeps me strong. And like the other day, Mason's like, Mom, you want to climb this tree with me? And I felt like lethargic and unhealthy. And I was like, ugh, yeah, I guess. And then I was like, right to the top. I was like, whoa, look at that.
How did that happen?
Yeah. Like, I guess I'm doing better than I thought.
That's like, cool.
Yeah, it was pretty. So highly recommend it, everybody. Yeah. Try it once at least. It's very close contact, so you have to be cool with personal space.
Yeah, that's right.
Elliot, me and you, let's just go out into the parking lot.
Yeah, just throw down. Like,
you guys some basics.
Yeah. Max City Morning Show Fight Club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't talk about it.
Don't talk about it.
Or you guys come down to the club and see it for yourself.
I'm a big baby. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't like to like impact any pain or physical damage to my body. I'm a baby.
I would try to say, like, you don't really get hurt, but it's definitely a different breed of people.
Yeah, that's right.
When you started working out and you woke up in the morning, you just felt great?
Yeah.
You were never sore?
Oh, I'm sore and stuff, but not because of somebody impacted. That's my thing in regards to, I actually like to, like, do push-ups and run, and, like, I'm doing tons of chin-ups now. Like, I like doing that, and, like, I zone out when I do that.
Yeah.
And then, like, I meditate. And so I'm just like, okay, well, I can work out and I meditate, so I get my fix. I don't need somebody to, like, be bending my thumbs or
it's like a combination of that all together.
All in one. So it's efficient.
See, the idea of, like, just doing a buttload of push-ups and, like, chin-ups.
Yeah, doesn't appeal to you.
I won't do it.
Yeah.
I need my exercise to be hidden.
That's right. That's right.
And I'm usually laughing the whole time, so I don't know if I'm, like, sadistic or...
Yeah, you're creeping out.
It's funny to me, like...
Yeah.
And I'd like to say, you don't get hurt, but you get hurt.
Yeah, of course you do.
Yeah.
Of course you do. You're going to get a little bit hurt.
Yeah.
You're not going to die. But...
No, like, that's not realistic. Like, there's a risk in anything you do.
That's right.
But...
yeah.
And we respect each other as opponents. Like, you're not going to serve me if you're... I'm not going to serve anybody as their opponent if I'm, like, egotistical or hurting someone on purpose, right?
Yeah,
like, we want each other to... As we both improve and...
Yeah. That's what I hear about it. It's very, like...
It's like a family.
You can roll with the best person in the world, but they're going to... not lower their level, but they're not going to go out of their way just to, like, destroy you.
Yeah.
It's a learning experience for both.
That doesn't serve you to show someone what you can do, right? Like,
right. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Like, it's pretty cool. Okay.
So fun.
We're at the part of the show where Tanner has his segment. It's called the Mac City Minute. You know what it's all about. I don't know what he's going to ask, and neither do you, so good luck. Tanner, hit her with the Mac City Minute.
Question number 1. What is one form of art you would want to try that you haven't yet?
Tattooing.
You want to tattoo somebody?
Yes. Okay. If anybody wants to get me a tattoo gun, I would gladly accept that gift.
Question number 2. What is your favorite way to spend a summer day in Fort McMurray?
Oh, that's a great question. There's so many different ways. I love the sun. I don't like having a lot of pressure to do a lot of things when it's a sunny day, so I probably just like hang around my yard or go to the beach and just chill, read a book and get some sun. And then I would probably finish it up with like going to a patio and socializing and visiting with friends, I think.
Question number 3. What is your most memorable moment from a show?
Here? This show?
No.
Or a show in general?
A show you've done.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, like a comedy show?
Yeah.
Oh, there's so many. So my favorite, this is unusual, but my favorite thing about comedy is hecklers, because to me it's like game on, because my wit is one of my favorite attributes.
Right.
And every single time that I've had a heckler try to heckle me, I've burned them back, and they've either bought me a shot or given me a tip.
There you go.
So that's, I think probably that strokes my ego a little.
Nice. Okay.
Question number 4. What is one piece of art that is important to you and why?
I would have you guys ever go to the Jamaican restaurant that was here?
Which one? Chez Max?
Chez Max, yeah. So I would probably say off the top of my head that was a huge opportunity for me because I designed an entire restaurant and I painted it all myself, and that really proved to me what I was capable of. So there's there's so much that I could say, but that for me was like a huge tipping point in my own confidence and my abilities. So I would say if anybody ever went to the Jamaican restaurant while I was here, I designed it, and it was a lot of fun too. I hit a lot of stuff in the walls, in the art. There was a lot of like perverted stuff and like jokes and stuff. So
that's
that
awesome.
Nobody really knew about.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And your final question: what is one thing you do when looking for creative inspiration?
I look at other artists. So I look at other creative people, and I try to see things from a different point of view, and I'll ask friends and talk to. A big question that really helps me when I'm designing anything, a mural or a space, I'll always ask people, like, how do you want this to make you feel? How do you want this room to make you feel? How do you want this, I did a coffee shop, and I asked the owner, like, how do you want people to feel? Do you want it to feel like, is it going to attract, like, business people, or is it going to attract, like, teenagers? How do you want people to make this feel? So probably that. I just try to get into people's heads on how they want to feel in the space.
And those have been your 5 questions.
You're so creative with your questions.
Oh, he's so good. Now, I'm going to build on one of these questions. So when it comes to tattooing, you've never tattooed anybody before. You feel you can do this? Like, or would you get the gun and, like, practice on, like, a pig, like a dead pig? Like, first?
It would be kind of hard to hold a live pig down. Hold on.
Yeah, that's exactly it. It might be a bit problematic.
Probably really just use the skin, too, not the whole dead pig.
Yeah, that's right. So
my nephews actually own tattoo shops in Ottawa, so I've been surrounded. I have friends and stuff like that. I've never actually done it myself. I would be curious to see how I would handle that medium because I feel like I'd be able to hold on to the gun all right.
Yeah.
You know, like straight lines and things like that. But I would be more interested in like how it goes into the flesh. I would probably just tattoo myself without ink.
That's right.
Like just to see, like on my own legs and stuff.
You have tattoos?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I have a couple.
Oh, interesting. Tanner has a bunch of tattoos as well.
Nice.
That is one thing. Like, I think tattoos are so commonplace now. Almost, I would say almost the majority of the population.
It's rare not to have them.
I don't have a single one.
Yeah.
Not a single tattoo. Look at that. I'm special. But yeah, interesting. So you want to tattoo somebody?
3 little ones. Well, I just want to try it. Like, I feel like, so for my own personal artistic creativity, I really like realism. So I like to draw faces and people. And so I think that could be interesting to be able to, I couldn't imagine what it would feel like to be able to tattoo.
That's right.
Somebody.
Yeah. Interesting.
About like somebody that they care about is on their body now.
That's right.
Because of you.
Yeah. That's cool.
But I wouldn't want to do it unless I was good at it.
That's right. Oh, so, it's kind of permanent.
And I've had a lot of people offer up their butt cheeks to me, so I feel like there'd be enough.
Days.
Yeah, trial.
Yeah, that's funny. All right, we're at the end of the show.
Thanks for having me.
Not a problem. Thanks for coming back. So before you leave, and I don't know what you're going to shamelessly plug, but you got a shameless plug. So what do you want to talk about? Who do you want to shout out to? This is your few seconds of fame.
Few seconds of fame.
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you guys for having me. I always have such a great time coming here. I hope I was entertaining. And then comedy. Comedy's coming back. We already have comedy shows booked. So if you don't know, I kind of got onto this Bad Manners art nights and Bad Manners bingo nights. And then my girlfriend Erica does comedy as well, and we collab a lot. So we've got a lot of stuff already planned and booked at Bailey's Pub for September, October, November, and December. So we've got, I've got an art night and a bingo night already planned for every month.
Nice.
And she's got some stuff in the works too. And so we're really excited to get back to making people laugh and getting socializing. And so that would be it.
There we go.
Comedy.
Okay. I love it. So closer to the date, you'll come back and promote that some more then.
Sure, yes.
There we go.
Give everybody their medicine.
There you go. All right. Well, Fort McMurray, Wood Buffalo, and the rest of the world, thank you very much for tuning in. This has been another episode of the Mac City Morning Show. Like I say at the top of the show, I know you could be doing a lot of things. So the fact that you're spending with us truly does mean the world to me. So on that note, hope you're having a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
I said this. That's another Mac City Morning Show done.
It's so ballistic!
Talk about quenching your ugly thirst.